So I was watching one of Beehive from Atlanta's interviews, and he was interviewing a OG from the Atlanta hip hop scene, Pretty Ken, and Pretty Ken was telling this cool story about an artist he was dealing with back in the day. A lot of y'all know him, Sean P from youngBloodz fame. They were talking about how Atlanta was bubbling like mid to late 90s, early 2000s is when it really, really blew all the way up. But in that time, a lot of guys were coming up on the scene, a lot of young guys, like a second generation. And he was one of those guys who really stood out and looked like he was headed to another level. I mean, he had the women, all the guys revered him. He was just one of those once in a lifetime kind of personalities. And everybody, you know how when you're coming up from the bottom, everybody's with you in the beginning, but then when it looks like you're going to take off, people start to back away from you. They start to kind of back away from you, envy and insecurities and little things. You know how that is, whatever. And then they said when they realized he wasn't going to get to where they thought he might get to, they realized he wasn't going to max his potential out, they finally embraced him again. I've seen that so much. I've been around so many local hip hop scenes, and I've seen that so much. When you see a guy and he's starting to move in a way you look like, wow, I've never seen this before. This guy might blow. People start getting into hater mode. They start, oh, he's cheating, he's this, he's that. And it's like they either come up and be on that fake love thing, or they completely stay away from him. Like, I don't want to do nothing to give this person no name, no help on the way, nothing. Because he's not one of us no more. It seems like a lot of scenes, a lot of local hip hop scenes, they have this thing where it's like them or us. Now, these artists know that their dream is to get to that next level where they got that fame and that clout and stuff like that. But a lot of these local scenes, the people who become the gatekeepers are people who've given up on their dreams, and they almost try to hold people down who are trying to get to that next level. If you can stay in the city and just make us look good, we're going to embrace you. But if you try to step outside of that to where you're going to one up on us and become better than us, we ain't rocking with you. And we know you want that local love. We know you want that local love from where you're from, because there ain't no love more real than that when it's genuine. It's crazy how that works, and it shows why a lot of times people never get up out of where they're from, because the people that have the resources to help push them don't push them. Because a lot of times it could be envy. That person could have had a failed career, or didn't have the look or whatever they didn't have, and they see this person, they got everything. I don't want to give them my resources to help them come up. I couldn't even come up myself. Forget them. That's going on all over the country right now. That's something to think about. In your local scenes, when you see all these guys that got all this potential, why aren't they being able to go really max that potential out? Because they can only do so much themselves as an artist. And there's people in those scenes that know that, and they have resources that could probably help those guys, but they just don't do it because they don't want to give them a chance of being better than them. That's a crazy thing. It's facts. And they'll embrace you when they realize, oh, he'll never get better than me. So let me go ahead and embrace him now. He's part of the I gave up crew. You know, it's almost like we're celebrating mediocrity. Man, push somebody to the next level, man. Don't just think about yourself. Push somebody to the next level to better the place that you're from. You're messing up a chance of somebody being able to put millions into your community, all because you want to be a hater. If it didn't work for you, it didn't work. Give it a chance to work for somebody else. Embrace somebody winning. Embrace somebody being a star. You don't get that many of them.